For the month of June, we read 9 books, DNF2. Let's talk about it. Welcome to our first ever wrap-up. Last month, at the beginning of the month, we decided to do 4 proms. But before that, I brought in my spring read, Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I really enjoyed. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked this book. It was really fun. Thing is, there's a lot of pop culture references in the book, and if you don't understand it, it seems like you're kind of missing a little bit. Like you're missing out on certain things because it's used as a reference point to the game development for this. But I really do recommend it. It's really fun. I am going to be reading the rest of them for sure when they come out on paperback because it's $30 and I'm not paying $30 for a hardcover. But I will be buying the paperbacks for sure. So let's get into the prompts. For the first prompt, we had a book with an odd number of pages. I picked Finders Keepers. Marz picked Annihilation. My review, this, so fun. Is it like the best book? Probably not. Am I still gonna give it 5 stars? 100%. This felt like, when I read the synopsis, I was like, this is a Lifetime movie. And you know what? I ate that up when I was younger. And reading this, hell yeah, brother. Like, this was so fun. I really, really enjoyed it. This is my first experience, I think, or maybe second, no. I would say my first experience with an unreliable narrator. And oh my God, was it worth it. I wish there was some things that were a little bit different, but the book was too fun to rate it any lower than than 5. I'm sorry. If I 100%, 120% recommend this book. Please get it. Okay.
My book was Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Really good read. Really good message. I feel like I missed a lot of his environmental takes in here, so it's a book that I would have to reread. Overall, really good characters, really good development. The main character went into a place where people are known to either die or lose themselves, and it was more of a finding herself experience, but not in the way that you would think. Overall, good book, 5 stars, because I would reread it, and I feel like I have to reread it to get more out of it.
Slide it in. I slid it in. So, our next prompt was roll a d6, match the number you get to the number of words in the title. I rolled a nat 1, so I got to read The Ring. Marz rolled a 5. Marz rolled a 6.
I can count.
And read, even though I knew the end. My review of The Ring, this was a good book. It did send me into an existential crisis and really questioning and dreading my mortality. But I think that's what a good horror book about death really does for you. So I really recommend it. I would say it's also a 4 out of 5 stars. The characters, Asakawa is who you're following. He's like fine. But his friend Ryuji fucking sucks. And he's still friends with him. So for that, and kind of the way those characters interact, and also talk about young women, weird, but 4 out of 5 stars because the story itself is really good. I recommend it.
Alright. My next one was Even Though I Knew the End. I was really excited to read this book. It's by C.L. Polk. And it was a really good read. I would give it 4 stars. I really liked the story. I liked how the character, she talks about a decision she had to make in the beginning. She has to solve a crime to keep the person she loves. In the end, she has to fight for two people in her lives and ends up making the same, in quotations, mistake to keep those people just like she wanted to, even though the point was for her to make it up. Really good. I think you should give it a read.
Our third prompt, a book with a cover that would make good wall art. I chose The Butterfly Garden. Marz chose Human Acts.
Let me save you some time there. I didn't even get to start reading that.
And I DNF'd. He used the word female to refer to a woman on page 6, and I was like, yeah, no, that's enough for me. I
was just too slow.
Also, that just means I lied in the beginning. We collectively read 8, DNF 2, didn't get to 1. Okay, and our last prompt, a book with less than 200 pages. I read When the Museum is Closed, and Marz read Flatland. This book, When the Museum is Closed, is so incredibly okay. It was my first literary fiction. It was fine. 3 out of 5 stars. I would recommend it to people to see what they thought, because it's less than 200 pages. It's a pretty easy read. Look at that. It's a pretty easy read, so I just want to know their thoughts. But this was fine. It left me wanting more in a bad way. Not oh my god, I want to learn more. It's there wasn't enough. There wasn't enough in here.
And last, but certainly least, Flatland by Edwin A. Abbott. Maybe it was good for its time. Or maybe it's good for, other people. But definitely not for me. I felt like I was in a classroom taking a lecture. The whole book is an explanation. It's the character explaining where he's from, or why things are that way, and then going to other worlds and doing the same exact thing. I did skip to the end because I DNF'd it to see if there was a bit of a change, but he was doing the exact same thing. Explaining the world to us in the beginning, and then kind of arguing and explaining the world to another character towards the end. It wasn't me. It wasn't for me. I wouldn't recommend it. That's my take. Thank you.
So those are all the prompts. Now I read a little bit more this month. So I read the first installment of the Haikyuu manga, which was really fun. I think it's the first 3 episodes. It ends in the 3-on-3 match at Kurosano before they do the quick attack. Whatever, dude. Before he jumps with his eyes closed. That's really fun. I like seeing the art being different than the show. I'm really enjoying it. This one, Before Your Memory Fades, interconnected standalones. This is the first time I think I've ever read an interconnected standalone. This book, emotional. It's so emotional. But also it was very repetitive in some things. They repeated a lot of the same things. It was recaps, but girl, I read that 10 pages ago. So that was very strange, but I really liked it. I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars also, because it left me wanting more in a good way, but it also was kind of repetitive in some parts, which was really annoying. So that was our wrap up for the month of June. Now what I have next to me, I'm going to try and give a little peek without showing too much. These are going to be the books I'm reading next month, and if you want to find out what they are, a video will be up next week for my July TBR. Thank you for joining. Bye.